Oh my God. You look beautiful.
I look at you.
Look at you.
Ooh, I like all this.
You like it?
Good.
You look so good.
You too.
You look beautiful.
We did a good job.
We did. Got my watch.
Yep.
I'm all mic'd up.
Nice. No, this is going to transfer.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I know. She said she's going to be the permanent one. She did.
Oh. Your bouquet is beautiful.
Thanks. It's enormous. Look. Look at that.
Wow. Can I hold it?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's got some weight to it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Do this?
Are you ready?
Yes.
We went to brunch. I didn't eat a single bite.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I couldn't.
Did you have fun?
I did.
Does it look good?
It does, yeah. Our
Nice.
pictures on the mantle and stuff.
I wanna
Yeah,
see
I know,
all
I
of
do
it.
too.
Before we begin, Mike and Lauren have asked that we dedicate today's celebration to the memories of their mothers, Sheila and Sean. Everyone, please rise for the bride.
First day of my life, where I was born right. I went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed as spring. Blankets on the feet. This is the first time. I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. I wanna let you know. These things take forever, especially when
Would you like to hand off your flowers? Perfect. Take a deep breath. Yeah. You're welcome to hold hands if you'd like. You know. That's okay. A lifetime bond, a commitment to each other for eternity, a lifelong embrace. All are wonderful and applicable ways to describe marriage. But marriage is also about the little things. The warming smile your partner gives you when you most need it, the hug that calms your nerves, the laughter that lightens the moment. And of course, the connection that lets you know you are not in this alone. Marriage is committing to not only a lifetime together, but to be there for the other person at any moment, to provide the support the other person needs. Marriage is a bond created on a single day that is renewed every day afterward through thought and action. Welcome to all the family and friends here today, but more importantly, welcome to the couple that stands before us, Lauren and Mike. Some might say they're already committed to each other, and I wouldn't disagree. However, today, they are boldly stating that commitment to those that matter the most to them. They are saying to us, we love each other, we support each other, and we are going to spend the rest of our lives together. There were many events that led this couple here today. They met, dated, became partners, loves, and best friends. And today, they are deepening their connection with this marriage. As many of you know, marriage is more than any one single event or promise. It is a series of decisions that have been made and will continue to be made over and over again. Decisions that show care and concern for the one whom you love most in the world. Marriage is a promise that is renewed daily through a couple's actions and a responsibility taken on in the spirit of faith and hope and, of course, love that brings comfort in times of sadness and heightens our greatest joys. I would now like to invite Mark up to read To Love Is Not to Possess by James Kavanaugh.
To love is not to possess, to own, or to imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and to separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently and passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can only abide.
Beautiful, thank you. Now, before we get to the exchanging of vows and rings, I wanted to take a few minutes to share some things with you about this couple being celebrated here today in their words. What brought them together, what are they really like as a couple, and what are they looking forward to from their future? Lauren and Mike's love story began back in the summer of 2010 while they were in college. Although Lauren went to college in Michigan and Mike went to college in San Diego, they both were in the same study abroad program in Mexico, and were introduced by Lauren's roommate, who happened to be Mike's good friend. So, what initially attracted them to each other? Lauren says, Mike possesses many personality traits that I admire and sometimes wish I had myself. So I suppose the things that attracted me to him are the things I perceive I lack. Upon meeting, he seemed like such a confident person, even though he would tell you it's not true. Mike was just very social, outgoing, and fun-loving. And after being with him for the past many years, I can say that Mike is an amazing partner, friend, son, and genuinely good person all around. His mom was and would continue to be proud of the man he is, and I think most people who know him would agree. And Mike says, obviously my attraction to Lauren was at first a physical one. Well, hold on. And you know what he goes on to say, she's tall, which I love. But I also noticed right away that she was very smart. And then, as I learned her story and got to know her, I realized that there is a quiet strength to her. She's tough and handles the world's toughest obstacles with quiet resilience. Yet, she also has a side to her that is so silly and joyful, and she makes me laugh the way that few people can. And when I asked them how did their relationship develop from that initial meeting, Lauren says, in a word, quickly. We became friends and spent most of our time together while in Mexico. Over the course of those 7 weeks, our relationship quickly evolved. I then visited Mike in California in October of 2010, and afterwards went back to Michigan to finish out the remainder of my undergraduate career. One night, during a phone conversation with Mike, I blurted out, "So when are you going to ask me to move to San Diego?" Which I believe caught him way off guard. But he played it cool. He basically said, "Now, I guess." So in January 2011, he got a one-way ticket to Flint, Michigan, met my entire family, packed my car, and drove across the country with me to our new life. To which Mike adds, in Mexico, we just couldn't get enough of each other. It was an instant connection. After we left Mexico and parted ways, we both realized that what we had was too good to call it quits just because we'd be long distance. We'd call and text each other all day and Skype whenever we could. And yes, one night on a call, she basically just said, "So when are you going to ask me to move to San Diego?" He goes on to say, "I think that was the moment for me. She says she always gets what she wants. And at that moment, I knew she wanted a life with me." So when did they know they wanted to get married? Lauren says, considering how quickly our relationship evolved, I would say I knew right away that Mike was the right one for me. However, as far as when I knew I wanted to get married, it's not a moment I can trace or define. But one moment when I knew we were really in it for the long haul occurred when I was visiting Mike in San Diego before I had moved out. He told me that he had an interpersonal communications class, and he had learned that couples in long-term, long-distance relationships needed to spend their short time together in a particular way. He said we needed to do laundry together, cook a meal, go grocery shopping, all the things normal couples do, and to not put our visit on a pedestal where everything has to be fun and perfect and romantic the entire time. That meant a lot to me and showed me how seriously he took our relationship. And Mike said, I don't think it was one particular moment for me. Moving her out to San Diego was a real experiment. We didn't really know each other that well beyond the undeniable chemistry. When we realized how well we worked together as partners, I think it just dawned on me that she's everything I could look for in a wife. Mike then went on to describe their relationship as follows. The first word that comes to mind is solid. There's this foundation to our relationship that just feels secure. When we fight, which of course we do, it feels like there's this layer deep down that isn't being touched at all. We don't take anything so personally that the core of our relationship ever feels in danger. I've never felt like that before about someone. She really feels like family to me. And as far as what will change as they enter this next chapter together, Lauren says, honestly, nothing. We worked hard to build a life where we have now and are just excited to celebrate it with the people we love. Well, we heard a bit about their past, We are here in their present. What about their future? What are they most looking forward to together? Lauren says, I see more adventures and exploring. We are so excited to travel and have new experiences. The old cliche of growing old together is true. I am looking forward to always having a partner to share experiences with, and I'm looking forward to living this crazy life with someone I can share it with and make it our own. And Mike ends us with, I look forward to traveling the world together. I can see us eventually working together for a living and doing our best to make the world a better place. Lauren is the one I want by my side for all of life's tragedies and triumphs. Lauren and Mike, as we know, marriage is more than just initial attraction. It is being able to work together as a team. It is making promises to each other and striving to keep them. It is always wanting to take the next step with your partner by your side. I would now like to invite up Sandy and Dawn. And these are the ribbons which we will use to bind this couple in a hand fasting ritual. Why don't you go ahead and take 3 apiece? Doesn't matter which colors. Lauren and Mike, the promises and vows you are making today and the ties that are bound here greatly strengthen your union. They will cross the years and lives of each soul's growth. Okay, lock right arm to right arm. Perfect. Mike, will you cause her pain?
I might.
But is that your intent?
No.
Lauren, will you cause him pain?
I may.
But is that your intent?
No.
Will you share each other's pain and seek to ease it?
I will.
Perfect. We're going to have the white ribbon representing passion and strength. Start on the right, your right side.
My right side.
Your right
My
side.
right side. This right side.
That's it.
This other right
And you
side.
want to come over the top? Perfect.
There we go.
Exactly. And under the
Here,
thumb, wrap around once. Perfect. And then under the thumb.
There we go.
Perfect. Lauren, will you share his laughter?
Yes.
Mike, will you share her laughter?
I will.
Will both of you look for the brightness in life and the positive in each other?
Yes.
We will.
Perfect. Yellow ribbon, please. This is the yellow ribbon representing confidence, joy, and balance. Perfect. Lauren, will you burden him?
I may.
But is that your intent?
No.
Mike, will you burden her?
Probably.
But is that your intent?
Never.
Will you share the burdens of each so that you may become stronger together?
Yes.
Perfect. Purple ribbon. This is the purple ribbon representing intelligence, wealth, and longevity. Lauren, will you share his dreams?
Yes. I will.
Mike, will you share her dreams?
I will.
Will you dream together to create new realities and hopes?
Yes.
Green ribbon, please. This is the green ribbon representing health and prosperity.
I go. Get it backwards. I like it this way.
That's perfect. Now, Mike, will you cause her anger?
I will.
But is that your intent?
Never.
Lauren, will you cause him anger?
Probably.
But is that your intent?
No.
Will you take the heat of anger and use it to temper the strength of your union?
I will.
Yes.
Perfect. Blue ribbon, please. This is the blue ribbon representing tranquility, patience, and sincerity. Oh, that's okay. Lauren, will you honor him?
I will.
Mike, will you honor her?
I will.
Will you seek to never give cause to break that honor?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. The pink ribbon representing unity, honor, and happiness. Sandy and Dawn, thank you for your help. You may now sit down, please. The knots of your binding are not formed by these ribbons, but instead by your vows and actions with each other. Either of you may drop your hands and these ribbons, for as always, you hold in your hands the making or breaking of this union. Okay, now I want you to pinch them, exactly, and go ahead and just slide your hands out. Perfect. And they just tied the knot. Agrees. Rings, please. Perfect. These rings are a symbol of the unending circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end. May these rings always remind you of the vows that you have taken here today. Mike, we're going to start with you. Take your left hand, fourth finger, and just put the ring right on the edge of the finger. Perfect. As you, Mike, place this ring on Lauren's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my commitment.
as a symbol of my commitment
To you and to our partnership in life.
to you and to our partnership in life.
You have my heart always.
You have my heart always.
Same thing, take his left hand, just put the ring right on the edge of the finger. Perfect. As you, Lauren, place this ring on Mike's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my commitment
as a symbol of my commitment
to you and to our partnership in life.
to you and to our partnership in life.
You have my heart
You
always.
have my heart always.
I'm pretty sure you both already understand that marriage is not something to be entered into lightly, since it really does require that each person be willing to support the other in both good times and in bad. And that each person, at times, be willing to put their needs second to the needs of the other. Committing to each other for a lifetime requires, for example, that you may need to laugh at jokes that aren't very funny or eat food that is not your taste. Yet, we know it is all worth it, since in return, marriage provides a level of joy that one person cannot reach and a type of love that only two people can create together. Remember, love is a partnership of two unique individuals who bring out the very best in each other and who know that even though they are wonderful as individuals, they are even better together. Lauren and Mike, your friends and family, all of us here rejoice in your happiness and know that this day marks only one of the many special days you will share in the months and years ahead. May both of you, committed to each other, keep these promises which you have made. May you be a blessing and a comfort to each other, share of each other's joys, consoler of each other's sorrows, and helpers to each other in the changes of life. May both of you, trusting each other, trust life and not be afraid. We hope that the inspiration of this hour will not be forgotten. May you continue to love and cherish one another forever, and may you always find reasons to laugh both with and even sometimes at each other. Now that you have spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives, I do hereby, in accordance with your beliefs and the laws of California, declare your marriage to be valid and binding. And I declare you, Mike and Lauren, to be husband and wife. You may now seal your vows and promises with a kiss.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Oh, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling, you